Good evening, everybody. It is April 28th, 2022. I'm phoning in the introduction tonight because, well, I'm not at my computer. I'm actually on an old phone, and I needed to have an introduction because I got rid of the music. So please enjoy the show. I should be home by the time this introduction is finished. Thank you very much.
Can
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, it's time for Ken Stout Live.
Hello, everybody. Welcome into Saturday night, June 17th, 2023. Ken Stout Live with the Zoom homies. The Zoom homies with Ken Stout Live. I am your host, Ken Stout Live. And I think I got started about right on time tonight, which is a major miracle considering I guessed at about half of this. I don't anticipate losing my stream of 45 or so minutes into it like something I saw today happened, but yeah, you never know. There might be a little slight bug in the system. It could crash. Seems to be the theme of the day. We have William Dawson and Greg Guy. I almost said William Guy and Greg Dawson in here, but man, I'll go ahead and unlock them. Wait a minute, where are you guys at? You guys are this one?
I guess so.
Okay, I can hear you on my earbuds. Let me see if Zoom can hear you guys. I don't really remember which one of these I got to check. So if William and Greg could say hi to chat, I would be appreciative.
Hello, YouTube.
Yeah, that looks like it was it. Looks like it's rather hot, but I'll check it out. I'm going to move this out of the way. Oh, I do. Oh, it is running already. I have a special surprise running tonight down in the lower left-hand corner of the YouTube stream. That is a live shot of the current fish tank. I have it set to nighttime so that the little fishies thinks it's night. And then in a little while, I'll put the white light on so that they think that it's daytime. I added 12 fish today. And I sat here, and while I was listening to Doug, I watched the fish. It was quite enjoying. I'll go ahead and pop chat out and bring this over here. Oh, I still got to make an adjustment. Doggone, I thought I had that adjusted. Oh, well. I do have some video to show once we get up and running and get a few more people in here. Bobby Warren said, how was your mom? How's your mom? Well, mom is tired because I am tired. And I'm only 64. My mom at 85 has got to be tired. When I show you guys this one picture, you're going to think, what in the world was I thinking? Because I'm still going, what in the world was I thinking? Oh my goodness. We did not play golf tonight. We just went, or today, we went to the range. And there's this little family-owned restaurant my mom likes. I took her down to that and bought her lunch. Somebody's still got feedback coming from YouTube. I think it might have been Sam. I'm not sure. Tony Wallow was first, or no, Bobby Warren was first tonight. Bobby Warren was first. I need a picture. Picture. Not a photo, a picture. John Aloy Sr., good to see you. He was second. Boy, just so close. 1 minute away from first. Tony was third. Greg was fourth. William was fifth. And Rick Lake says hi. Matthew Camp says hi. Chris Garrett will be on Zoom after the stream. Yeah, I heard about the, you got something put in, and instead of just pulling the wire through, they drilled a new hole and put a hole in a water line. That's got to be horrible. So, I don't care what number I am tonight. Well, so far I've got 3 likes, and it shows, I don't know how many it shows are actually watching. Shows 10 are watching, so that's 33%. I'll take that. Now that we have lower standards to make it, I don't want to be monetized. I just would like to get to 400 and then eventually 500. Jeff Ryman says, hello, good evening. Wintermute said, did Mom have fun? I believe Mom did have fun, but I know Mom is worn out. And I kind of predicted, I need to make co-hosts so you guys can grab people when they come in. Again, I'll put anyone in the waiting room that is deemed waiting room necessary. Alex. Hello, Jeff.
Good. Hello.
And now you guys can catch him for me if I'm busy.
I'm
I figured
today from doing nothing.
As you will see in the video, I had a long day, but it was fun. We all had a good time, and you will see some fantastic camera action. I mean, just fantastic. Now, you do realize I'm saying that tongue in cheek. In fact, I had to have a long, stern talk with my camera girl tonight. I say, if you ever shoot video like this again, I know you guys are all believing that too. So.
Well,
anyway.
The part about talking to inanimate objects, I could blame you. Been there, done that.
I don't know what the deal was with her. Usually she does a really good job of recording stuff. I don't. Maybe might have been the heat. I don't know. They were super busy, which I don't think that factored into Mom not wanting to play. I think it factored into she got to the range and she hit a couple golf balls. And she actually did, I think her very first golf swing, if I remember right, she actually hit the ball. It was downhill from there. And she did manage to hit a few more. But I asked her, I said, well, do you really remember the last time you played golf? And she says it was at least 40 years ago, if not longer. And I'm suspecting it was probably longer. But 40 years ago, that would put it in 1983. And that's a long time to go between playing golf, really, if you think about it. There was a gentleman there that was 2 stalls down from us, and he was watching every now and then, and he finally gave some really good advice to both myself and Mom. So we wanted to go back and play after we got back from dinner, but and watch Doug, and that wasn't happening. All right, Bobby said he sent me a picture. I'll go check my mail in a little bit. Thank you, Bobby. Greg, you get rain today?
No,
Did you have to work outside?
no, I couldn't sleep worth a damn last night.
I slept pretty good last night, actually. Have you seen Extraction 2 yet?
No, I haven't watched it.
I won't ruin it for you. Oops, wait a minute. That might have ruined it for you. It's all right. We watched it this morning. Um, there will be a third one, which if you didn't see that coming, the can't think of his name. The Iris, I don't know, the guy that was in the first Thor that played the Guardian. I can't think of his name. He's in this one. Pretty
Kevin
good.
Costner.
No, yeah, Kevin Costner. No, it's a black guy. Iris Abala. Hold on just a
Oh
second.
yeah, the guy that made that movie in London about a terrorist. Yeah, Iris
Wintermute.
Betty or something like
Yeah,
that.
Wintermute says Idris Elba. Idriselba. I'm probably chopping the name. I mean, we all know I'm just the great pronouncer of people's names. So Roy Kerr said that's good, Bobby. Smart stove or a dumb stove? Yeah, as long as the stove comes on and cooks the food, that works for me. I got a cramp in the leg. That classifies it as a smart stove. Hello, Sam. I know you're speaking, but you're muted, so.
Oh, hello.
You got the double mute going on. You got the microphone mute and the Zoom mute. You want to make doggone sure we don't hear you say something. So, what? Huh?
I just had my speakers misconfigured earlier. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
Feedback.
You're fine. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it happens across the board. I can't think of anyone that does a StreamYard or a Zoom or anything that doesn't have at least one person that there's background from the YouTube stream. Speaking of that, I need to get a hold of John to let him know he's now eligible for making money, which is cool. Jeff, did you do anything exciting today? Jeff's busy. Sam, did you do anything exciting today?
Yeah, I spent time with my daughter. It was her 10th birthday.
Oh, happy birthday to your daughter.
Thank you.
Uh-oh. Bobby's email says this message seems dangerous. Big red bold outline. Similar messages were used to steal people's personal information. Avoid clicking downloading links, attachments. And then in the yellow it says downloading this attachment is disabled. I have never seen a red and a yellow until now. Interesting. Very interesting. Can't remember John's email address. It's not what you would think it is. Obviously, you would think it would be John, but it's not. Wonder where Alex is at tonight. I figured he'd be one of the first ones in.
I don't know what happened to Alex tonight.
Don't care.
Yeah, he's a little bummed out. I guess the guy that he's supposed to get these laptops from called him or texted him or something, never showed up and said he's got to do it Monday now. And then he was like, well, can I just drop them off? And that's not going to happen. So when he drove down the driveway, did he make sure the ramp was up from Chris Garrett? Yeah, or the boom arm, make sure it was down. Wintermeat says, happy birthday to One Fish's daughter. Yeah, happy birthday to her. Good. 10 years, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, wait. Before you know it, you'll literally blink your eye and they'll be in their 30s and you'll have 7 grandchildren running around and you're going to want to go play golf and they're not going to want to take you. Although my youngest son did text and say, hey, I want pictures of Grandma golfing. He said, I can do better than that. I got video. He laughed. Or Tony Wallace sends a birthday cake. Cool. Now this is confusing because chat is now a dock in OBS. So I have a chat window here and a chat window there. And it's a little, they do appear to be connected as far as, unlike with Doug, when his chat window was moving, one chat window wasn't moving. But I think that's because he was on the wrong chat window, but I wasn't really paying that much attention. So I don't know. Oh, shoot. I just noticed the background of the monitoring screen is showing up over in the what you call it screen. YouTube. Hang on. Fix that. No, I don't know where that one's coming from, but that looks a lot better. It doesn't have, it's got a reflection from the living room, maybe. You can tell I'm not a professional. Hold on, I'm going to fix this. If I don't, my OCD will drive me up a wall. You're gonna see me walk by the camera. Twice. All right, fishies, it's time to wake up. It's a little too bright.
This is what Princess needs. Huh? This is what Princess needs. A little girl. No, fish tank.
Fish tank, yeah.
A fish tank.
And she's a princess.
This is what little girl needs.
There we go. That looks a little bit better. I still got some reflection coming from somewhere. I thought it was a
Granddaughter, isn't it? Bill?
I think in the picture yet.
Huh. Well, that's good. And then the cool thing is I should be able to, once this ends and Zoom ends tonight, I should be able to just switch it over and keep going on the fish cam channel. So, good.
One day I'll get one.
Chris is saying you got to pay the old people to take away. The reflection is a door. I'm not sure what the reflection is. It might be the closet door. I don't know. That would make sense. It's not what I thought it was. I thought it was actually coming from out of the room. But it looks all right. You can clearly see that I actually added another type of fish in there today. There's the big white ones are tetras. They're called pearl tetras. The little red ones are called SERPAE, however you say it, Serpa tetras. And then I added Buenos Aires tetras. You can tell I'm kind of a tetra guy.
And it's not my poor very.
We discussed setting up another fish tank. We've got 4 of them in the garage, so and we actually looked at a 75-gallon tank today, but then we still have the same issue of where we're going to put it. That's the problem. But it would be nice to have a big tank. And I tried to talk her into, and this was a joke, taking the hallway that comes from our front door into the living room and enclosing that with a fish tank. And she was like, no. It took me a half hour to convince her that I truly was joking. I cannot imagine the support, because that hallway's, 12 feet long? I can't imagine the support you'd have to put on the floor to support that kind of weight.
Should have drank that coffee, but I had to do something to get the gas up.
Anything exciting happened in the world today? Cousin Rich houses, so oh yeah, that's a good idea, Chris, giving it to someone that can use it. That's a real good idea. Don't know about this email. That's got me. I'll have to take a screenshot of this and show it later on the Zoom. Well, I can go ahead and maybe figure this out. Let me see. Let's see here. I'm trying to figure out the easiest way to get this across YouTube and Zoom at the same time, which you would think would be halfway easy to do. You would think. I think I want that one. Oops, I don't want that one. So temporarily, YouTube's going to go through a little bit of a growing issue because I keep changing these displays around. There we go. That should be, that's correct. And then I'm going to share my screen. And, oh, look, today Zoom thinks my main monitor is screen number 3. I tell you, it changes so much. It's crazy. So now Zoom and YouTube should both be seeing the chat box that I popped out. So I'm going to pop that back in. And then I'm going to go over, show that, get rid of that, open that. Where do we want to start? Let's start with a picture first. Let me not go here. Let me start with a picture. Okay, sure. That worked out real good. That just displayed the picture absolutely nowhere. Seriously. And I can't download it. Why can't I download it? Need Alex here to tell me this because I have a horrible product in my phone. All right, let's try this again. Apple. Internal. June. There we go. I'm not sure how this will turn out. Oh, there we go. So for some unknown, silly, stupid reason, we bought the jumbo bucket of golf balls. I know why I am sore. I'll explain why I know I'm sore in a minute. So that's the golf ball bucket we bought to play with on the range. And we'll just start with, these should be numerically. We'll go here. Oh, I forgot to share audio, I believe. That's the same one. What the heck? Let me stop sharing my screen momentarily so that I can make sure, because there is audio. Share. Nope. Starting to feel like Doug Betts here. This is going so well. There we go. Now, you guys should be seeing that. Let's go. That was a picture. We'll go with this video. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I know you guys are thinking, is this guy confused and does he know what he's doing? Well, what? Oh my gosh. Seriously? All right. Now I got it. So I want this video here. This is mom. This is the first, I believe this is the first one. Now I don't know about two bitty 85-year-olds, but for the first time in playing golf in 40 years, to do that right there, and she actually didn't hit it with the club head, she actually hit it with the golf shaft, but it went straight, it went in the air, it did what it was supposed to do. So I'll go ahead and play. Yeah, I mean, I told her, I said, you know, when I'm in 21 years, when I'm 85 and my sons take me to the range, they probably won't put a gate belt on me. I'll probably trip and fall, let alone be able to hit the doggone ball. So I'm going to go ahead and play this out. I'm probably going to get a copyright notification because of the background music. I fully expect it. So this guy right here that he just popped into the screen, he was really good on the range. I don't know about the course, but man, he was good. And we had a lot of that actually right there. And that's just concentration and so 2 out of 5 is not bad for someone to be that out of practice and that old. She about hit me one time with the club too in another video. It's really funny. Thank you for letting me know. Let me go see why they don't have any sound. Yeah, I've got to go do some looking here. Um, yeah, give me just a second. I'll have the problem solved, I think. Okay, YouTube should start at least being able to hear the golfing narration.
Good job. Oh my goodness.
If someone could confirm or deny that for me, I'd appreciate it. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I forgot. I've changed the audio configuration around. That was my fault. I'm using these earbuds and I had forgot to on this particular scene.
Wow. That was good.
She actually, in the very beginning, was doing fairly well for an 85-year-old person. As the day, when we were there about an hour and a half, as the day wore on, she got tired, which was to be expected. And if you notice, the club head's hitting actually where the ball's supposed to be, except she's hitting, which is nearly impossible to do, in front of the ball.
Hey. Here, sit down.
Okay.
There you go.
This way, I won't roll to Kentucky.
Here, you hit one.
Yeah.
When I start hitting a couple down range.
But it's not the right side.
Oh no, but it's going to be upside down, so hold on because, yeah, the camera was going wonky. We have about 5 videos of upside downness. And we have one where she started out in portrait, went to landscape thinking it would switch it to portrait. It does not. It's just all kind of weird. So now we should be all back to about the regular Zoom. Hopefully. Hello, Alex.
Hello.
What do you mean your times are screwed up? I start every night at the same time. Every night. Let me guess. Arkansas's got a weird timing system now.
I didn't say that. I said that it time got away from me.
And we're going to leave the conversation at
Well, that's all I have to say about that.
I know the
That's
difference.
That's my
You're
answer.
quoting Forrest Gump now? Oh my
Nice.
goodness.
And my house is hot as an oven.
He's quoting Forrest Gump, everybody. So did you get your 3 laptops, or did you get any more information on the 3 laptops, or what's going on?
I did
with
not. I did not. The guy, all I know is I asked the guy to send me if he don't mind, if he wouldn't mind, to send me pictures and model numbers of the laptops, you know, so I at least have an idea before he
Sure.
brings them to me.
Right.
And I told him that, and I never got a response. Last thing he told me though was he'd come by he'd call me, come by Monday, sometime Monday morning. He said he would leave him. He said he could drop him off and leave him, but I said no. I'd really rather you didn't drop him off and leave him, because I want you to talk to me for a little bit, you know, so I can sort of figure out what the problem is before he leaves, and discuss if it needs any hardware repairs or screen
Right.
replacements or anything like that.
Roy Kerr says it sounds like he's trying to use you. Yeah, I would second that. I think it's a good idea that you ask him for pictures and to know the make and model number of them, because that way you can at least look it up and review it. And you know, if they're 10, 15, 16 years old or whatever, then I don't know that there's a whole lot you could
Well,
do.
after I seen him asking for the pictures, he hasn't responded to me. All I can assume is that he will call me Monday and show up and I'll get them. But I was correct in assuming that today he wouldn't show up.
Unfortunately, that's not good. So anyway, Bobby says his internet is 900 down and 35 up. I thought he had a gig speed now.
Technically, according to, if you have Comcast cable internet or any cable provider that provides like that fast, they call it a gig, but it's not a gig up and down. It's only a gig down, and that's just the way cable works. Ever since my grandma's internet provider started providing their lowest speed they offer now is 100 down, 10 up. So that's what she's got. But their highest, and because they up their lowest speed, of course they up their highest speed, and their highest speed they now offer is now what Doug has, which is about 500 down and 30 up. 30 up is about the max that coaxial cable can support, to the best of my knowledge. 30 or 40 up.
I'm just messing around in OBS. So if anyone has anything they want to talk about, bring it up. Well, I see if I can pull this
Had
off.
another guy call me. I had another guy call me and talk to me on the phone for about 20 minutes, asking me if I knew anything about Facebook, and he said he wasn't able to get Facebook working on his phone, and he tried this and this and this. He tried uninstalling it, tried reinstalling it, it didn't fix it. And I said, have you tried go logging into your Facebook account on your computer? He said no. I said, I can't help you. He said, I can't really, because it's Facebook and it changes so often, I really can't help you anymore. Just right now. Just log into Facebook on your computer and go from there. But he also was wanting some kind of video editing done and a website made or something. So
yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I get the impression people like that are just, no pun intended, fishing and trying to figure out.
But it's not things. The same guy. It's not the same guy.
Well, I figured that, but it seems to me like that's a wide spectrum of things to be. Hey, I can't get on Facebook. Hey, can you make me a website? Hey, I need video editing done. Because I don't think anywhere in your things you have. Oh, by the way, I've seen that one gentleman. He must be confused that made a comment on your one Facebook chat. Did you see that? Your Facebook page?
Yeah, probably. Which one was it? When was it, today or
I think it was, yeah.
something about a flat screen TV?
No, I didn't see that one.
Had a guy asking me if I could repair flat screen TVs because it's got lines on the screen on the TV, and if I knew anybody that did, and I said no.
Tell him
I don't.
Walmart. Tell him Walmart. You buy a new TV for cheaper, you can probably get it
Yeah.
repaired.
I didn't tell him that, but I thought that. I
Tell
thought
him that.
we probably just go to Walmart and buy a new TV.
Or if it's still under warranty, Roy said manufacturer warranty. Yeah, if it's still under warranty, sure. He also said too many scammers will try to steal anything. Yeah, it seems kind of, wishy-washy to me. And
But I mean, if I'm just talking to like this guy that's supposed to come Monday, if I'm just talking to this guy on the phone, I mean, I really haven't lost anything other than the guy sees me on Facebook and messages me on Facebook and knows my phone number, which I can block him if that becomes a problem.
That's true. But I mean, he might come over with the expectation that you can fix everything that he's got. If he's got older laptops that can't be fixed, and might be a little disappointed. That was a concern I always had. You don't know how people are going to react to some things, especially nowadays.
Well, this guy.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say he friended me on Facebook. The guy that's supposed to come Monday, so I don't know if that means anything or not.
Find out Monday. Find out Monday.
If there's an issue, just unfriend him and block him.
Yeah. I mean, if he never shows up on Monday, I think I'd probably go ahead and do that anyway, because that would be what, 3 times he said he'll be there and 3 times he didn't make it. Kind of like the
third
old
time you're out.
Third time, exactly. I was going to say, it's kind of like baseball. 3 strikes and you're out.
Alex, did you think about what Doug said about today about that offer? That he was trying to see if it'll work.
Well, I missed that. What offer did Doug make to Alex?
He's trying to make a channel where if you bought computers off of YouTube, off of eBay,
I've actually thought about that. After seeing some of Kerry's stuff before. I've thought about that, but my biggest issue with that is I just don't need computers sitting around here that I've repaired, that I put time and money into, that I can't get nobody to buy. The way I see it, if I can't get nobody to bring me any computers to work on, the last thing I want to do is put money into computers and try to sell them on Facebook, and then nobody actually comes buy them.
And Alex, you got to figure eBay, PayPal's going to you're going to sell it on eBay. PayPal's going to share your money.
Mm-hmm.
Plus,
100%.
they're going to report the money to the IRS. So I don't know how the money coming in would be affected by that. And shipping computers, depending on the size, can get quite expensive.
Well, see, I don't ship nothing. If people want it, they have to come to me or bring it to me, and I'll fix it. I don't ship nothing.
What part of Doug's stream was that? I'm kind of
that
curious.
was the private.
The private Zoom afterwards. Okay.
Yeah.
I told you that on Messenger.
You didn't tell me he made you an offer. You told me he was still on Zoom. You said that the stream ended, which I knew that because I exited it right before it kicked over to Carrie. And then you said you guys were still on private Zoom, so I misunderstood. I thought he said it over the YouTube stream.
Alex, it handles shipping easily. The buyer pays shipping.
Yep. Yep.
And if you don't like.
Yes, I
mail-
understand that, but the issue with shipping is not that, not the money, if the buyer will pay it. What the issue is I gotta have somebody to take it up there, put it in a box, take it to the post office or the UPS.
You don't have to take it to the post office.
Well, you can do
You
it like,
print out a label. When they pay you buy shipping, after they pay, you tape the label to the box. The post office comes and scans a code. But it's notified that PayPal that has been shipped. And you normally have a tracking number.
The mail person would come to my house and pick it up at the house.
Mm-hmm. You just have to have it out for the post person to get it.
Yep.
But you gotta have a scale for you have weight, you gotta do the size and measurements. And if you do things like this with this like priority mail, that's a different rate than if you ship a first class box. And some of the boxes cost, some are free. It depends on what your post office offers you in sizes.
I think I'll just stick to doing, it sounds like too much work. I think I'll just stick to doing local stuff.
It is work.
Yeah, it would be.
But if you want to you truly want something to do, make money, it's going to be work no matter what you do.
Yep.
yeah, I'll return in a minute, guys.
We will be here.
Well, I haven't heard anything on my piggies yet.
You did say they gave you store credit and a refund?
Yeah, but I have to give that back to them once they get back from the vet. If they're able to come back from the vet, if they don't have like cancer or nothing, I don't know why that happened, but yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of what I was leading to. Is if something were to happen where they don't get returned to the store gets them back and deems that they can't really sell them or whatever. At least
I know for a fact that the white one that I had, Snow, I saw her back in the habitat for sale again. So obviously she cleared a bill of health because she got turned back in with the dead one, and he's already back out on the floor to be sold again. So
oh wow,
yeah, so I know he's doing okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're sticking with fish. We bought fish today at Petco, and they got a 30-day return policy. So any of them don't make it within 30 days, I can take it back and they'll replace them. Not a big deal, but
there's been a lot of airplanes flying over my house today. I don't know why. And my church friend that's going to get my mom's old computer, I put Windows 11 on it, so hopefully she won't be mad.
Yeah, I was reading somewhere about it seems the biggest problem people have with Windows 11 is there's too many clicks to get from point A to point B.
Yeah. Heard that on the Doug stream today. Oh, I got a really big surprise on Doug's today. Gary was on the join the Zoom, if it's the same Gary, and said nothing. That was a shocker.
Well, when I was watching it, it logged in. It said Gary Weisenberger, and then he put up that thing he keeps putting up. So I would guess it was the same one.
It was a surprise. He didn't have anything to say.
Yeah, we'll discuss that afterwards. After the
So I'm
stream
making
ends.
I'm making one more change, Ken. I wasn't gonna tell you, I was gonna surprise you, but I'm getting you a 12 gig card. So you're gonna get an RX 6700 XT instead of an RX 6600. So
All right.
next month I'll make that purchase, so.
All right.
Cause I know you've been bottlenecking with 8 gigs, so I figured I should get you a 12 gig. Maybe that will help a little bit. I don't wanna give you this computer and then it bottlenecks like it did the other ones. Like you're wanting to use now, so I'm just gonna. It's about $300 and something, $339 for
Well,
card.
yeah, I think too, part of the problem is the fact that that's going to be a dedicated machine with only DaVinci on it, and that's got to help me out.
I looked to get you 128. I looked to max you out on the RAM, but those are like $300-400 still. So I was like, I'll just stick with 64 gigs and just get them a better graphics card. I'm gonna order the same one that I have in my new machine, which is a Sapphire RX 6700 XT. So
Yeah, plus I'm finding out too that I know this will come to a big shock to everybody, but I tend to get too many projects going at one time, whereas I need to get a project, finish it, save it, get rid of it, and start over again. I was working on this little thing yesterday that's mediocrely involved. There's not a lot to it, but there's a little bit. And walked away to do something, came back, and just the time that it was processing, it filled up the GPU and said I had to restart. So it kind of dawned on me that I don't need to be doing project after project after project after project. I need to do the project, finish it, shut it down, restart it, and then go from there. So, but I'm looking it up now. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And again, it should help because it's just going to be a dedicated system for one thing and one thing only. Rick Lake, somebody said drivers issues is next. Yeah, packaging does take time. That is very true. And I mean, if you can get it set up, get a little bit of help from your mom, get a printer, print out the label, your postal people will pick it up.
Already got a printer. What are you talking about? You don't have a printer. You need a printer.
I'm not going to be doing what you're doing. I'm just saying they make specific printers to print labels for shipping, is what I'm saying. No, I don't have I do have a printer. I don't need a printer. I have a printer to print photographs. That's my printer.
I use nothing but sorry.
Go ahead.
I use nothing but a standard inkjet printer.
And you can print labels to ship with?
Yeah, it's nothing. It's in black, nothing but a big square
barcode
with a shipping information on it.
So Microsoft Word, I know when you buy those labels at the store, it comes with like a number. It comes with like a number and the brand name. You can go into Microsoft Word, probably LibreOffice or OpenOffice too, and you can look into under labels and you can pop up the brand labels you have and the number, and it will pull up a sheet and you can just type the address and stuff in them, put them in your printer, and it will print right out.
Yeah.
Print the labels right out. Microsoft Word comes with that capability. Or sometimes you can go to the labels the labels website and download the software for those labels. And then you can just print them like that too. You just install the program. It's free when you buy the labels.
Yeah, but I don't even download software for it. I write from the US Post Office, print it in the same minute, and I'm done.
Yeah,
it's just a piece of paper.
Yeah, I've had that Kodak printer since 2007 or 8, and I specifically bought it to print pictures, and I printed a lot of pictures on it. The problem with that printer is 8x10 is the biggest picture you can print. And we've got a few pictures that we took that are 16 by 20 that we had to go to Walmart to get made. But I'm never going to need, I'm never going to need to be able to print anything bigger than 8 by 10. So.
Does it work on your current computer? Have you tried to plug it in and see if you can print anything?
Never plugged. It's in the closet. I don't have anything to print. I can't afford ink. Ink is so expensive, and it's just as cheap to go to Walmart, put the USB in, print them out. 15-20 minutes later, I got my pictures.
That's why my mom pays the HP instant ink program. Is like $13 a month, and whenever she needs ink, they automatically ship it.
Right, and your situation and my situation is different. Your mom prints things out for the church, right?
Right.
Like weekly. So you probably do go through some ink. I don't go through ink at all.
The other thing, Alex, is that if you aren't using an inkjet regularly, the jets are going to clog up.
Mm-hmm.
True.
And your mom is doing it regularly, and she needs the color for the church bulletins and all that. She's probably one of the few home users in a situation where it actually is a good deal to do it that way.
Right.
I'll be right back, guys.
We'll be here. So
Because
Rick says that his dad does the same thing, 100 things once on 50 tabs on 3 different browsers. I'm not quite that bad across 3 different browsers. I do open a lot of tabs on Google. I am guilty of that, but
I got a question for you about that.
For me?
Yep. When you're doing that, have you ever opened a task manager and see how many processes are going for your browser?
I have not.
Because like right now, I haven't had any more Firefox trouble so far. But right now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tabs open on the browser, and I've got 18 processes going with Firefox. Now that's fewer than it was when I was having all the issues. But you got 100 tabs open and you got 60 processes going, whatever, that would be a little bit of a drag on your system, I would think. But
yeah, according to...
I had something screwed up, obviously, so...
Yeah, according to the task manager, right now, I have 60 or 26 things running in Google Chrome. But it looks like there's a lot of zeros over here. It looks like there's only
Well, are those the same ones, though? Those aren't 26. See, when I had a similar situation in Firefox, and you could open up the one on Google Chrome and it would show all of those processes. And then you had all these other ones, which I assumed were separate processes, but I don't know that. That's one of my questions.
I got 2 tabs open on one monitor in Google. I've got the clocks running in Google on its own separate little box browser. I've got Facebook, Google Mail, and Yahoo running on another one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I've got 2 tutorials going on another. So I got 8 things going right now.
Okay, well, like right now, I've got 5 tabs open in Firefox. I pull up Task Manager and the top one says I've got 18 processes there. Now, one of them is a console window host. The other one is a Kaspersky antivirus. I guess it's my extension. And there's a RoboForm. So I've got 15 of them labeled Firefox and 3 others labeled something else, but the other something else is doing something for Firefox apparently.
Now you said RoboForm. Does my RoboForm show up anywhere?
Well, you have to go and get the extension.
Okay.
I got the extension for mine as well as having it, quote, installed on my system.
Yeah, I've got it. It's right here. It's just sitting there doing nothing now. Windows Command Processor. I guess that would be what? The Task Manager? Well, that shows being under Google Chrome's window command.
Well, see, I mean, I've got the same thing. I've got a console window host like Chrome does up there.
Huh.
And I've got that same RoboForm one you've got.
Yeah, see, I have
So, I mean,
DaVinci running, and I'm pretty much,
so
for the
they are
most part.
doing similar things. So, I mean, those command window things are doing something under the direction of Chrome, just like the one I have doing something under the direction of Firefox, I assume. But when I was having all the issues, I would have those, then I would have a separate bunch elsewhere, like down in the background or whatever. It was kind of weird.
Yeah.
But so far, so good. Knock on wood.
Yeah, I had just barely got Tony put in for being first yesterday when it was time to start the stream tonight. I really got to get in the practice of doing it immediately after the show, and that way I know, number one, who was first. I don't have to go back and look anything up, and then I change it and I don't have to worry about it. I'm rather suspicious of this email. I've never seen anything like that before, so I'll cross that bridge in a little bit. What else? So far, the macro seems to be working pretty good. I just turned it on. I turned the whole stream on tonight, and from the stream deck 2 nights in a row. We'll see how it goes. And then this is a little experiment with the fish tank on YouTube right now. My theory is if it's working here, all I got to do is switch it over to the other channel, and it's already set up, and I can start broadcasting. We decided we're going to try to find a different source for fish if we set the other tank up. Fish prices have gone up quite a bit, but what bothers me is 2 employees walked by us today, and I went and asked what I believe was a manager, and she kind of was like, "Oh, I'll find somebody," and just kind of snarkly about it, and just like I'm putting her out to do her jobs. What the vibe that I got. And then she eventually came over and she says, "Well, I haven't found anybody yet. I'll try to help." And about that time, this girl comes up and she says, "Oh, I'm here. I'll take care of it." She was actually pretty good. She says, "What do you want?" And I told her, and she never had to ask another question. She got what we wanted. So, and then ironically, when we checked out, it was the manager that checked us out because there was a line from here to Columbus, Ohio in length, and she finally did some work. I had to laugh at my mom today, and oh man, this is scary. We went to a mom and pop place down little town south of where she lives. We ordered mom got hash browns and half order biscuits and gravy. And I kid you not, it wasn't 3 minutes after we ordered, my mom goes, "Our food should be here by now." And I'm like, "Mom, we just ordered. They are relatively busy. It takes a minute." No, that should be here right now. And it's just part of her being old, is what it is. And then I said, "Just give it a couple more minutes, Mom. It'll be here." Well, then the waitress walks by, and Mom goes, "Excuse me, miss, excuse me." She come over, she goes, "What's taking so long? I just ordered a half an order of biscuits and gravy and hash browns." Of course, I'm trying to keep a straight face through all this, right? And the lady says, "Oh, it'll be out soon, ma'am." Well, she actually caught on the fact that Mom was a little upset and went and got her food for her. And I'm quite sure she went and went back there and said, "Hey, go ahead and process this and let me have it, even though it's not a complete order," which was fine. My gosh, the half order biscuits and gravy, I kid you not, was about that big of biscuits and gravy. And the hash browns order was about twice that.
How did she know she only wanted a half order instead of a full order?
Because that's what she ordered. What do you mean, how did she know? She ordered a half order. She knew she couldn't eat a full order, therefore she ordered a half order. You're sometimes your questions confuse me. You know that, don't you?
Yeah.
Do they confuse you as well?
I mean, I'm just trying to figure out, how did you know of?
How did I know she ordered a half order? Because I'm sitting right beside her when she said, "Oh, I'll take that order."
No, I mean, how did you know a half order was gonna be big?
We didn't know until we got it. That's the problem. When we ordered, "Hi, my name is Ken. I'm your waiter. Can I take your order?" "Okay, Alex wants a half order, biscuits and gravy, and hash browns." And then when they came out, the order was this big. We didn't have prior knowledge of how big it was. Now that we have knowledge of it, next time we go, we'll order the children's size of biscuits and gravy, or what, if they even offer it. I don't know. Have you ever gone to a restaurant and you know exactly how big the portions are going to be before you ordered them?
If you've been
I
there
have.
before.
Yes, I've been there before.
Let me rephrase my question, Your Honor. Have you ever gone to a restaurant for the first time and known what the portions were going to be before you ordered?
Yeah.
No.
The state rest, Your Honor. Of course you're going to know what the portions are if you go back to where you've eaten. It's just like if we go back to flapjacks ever again, we know how big the hell. I'm going to put you in the waiting room. I swear I am.
What are they? As big as the plate?
They pretty much covered the plate, yeah. I had a salad and what I thought was going to be lettuce wrap chicken, bacon, and ranch. It wasn't. It was actually a fajita that was heated. It wasn't too bad, but it wasn't what I expected. Let me go get some goodbyes in here. What was really short? No, Alex, the stream is exactly 1 hour in length. What's really short is your memory to forget that I start every night at 8 p.m. Arkansasian time. That's what's really short. Again, you need to learn to tell time. You're a little bit more than 10 minutes, but we're not going to argue over how late you were. And hopefully one of these days you're going to remember it starts at 8 o'clock your time. Hello, Rick. And not come in. Okay, wait a minute. If it was 10 minutes, you know. Alex, Rick has a life. He does things. You can't compare your tardiness to someone else. Seriously, you're trying to say that? Good night, YouTube. Yes, you can put it in your best. You can put it in the bank. He is going in the waiting room right after the live stream. Count on